Hello everyone, welcome to today's practice. We are doing some shoulder openings and upper back work. We all can use right now some opening on the shoulders as we are working so much on the computers, and everything we do, computers or eating or driving or being on the phone, is taking us forward. So this is a great practice to negate the muscles here on the front shortening. Those are called pectoral muscles. Okay? All right. So roll the shoulder heads back, sit up very tall, and make sure you have a belt ready. And meet me on the mat. Okay, and then center yourself for a moment and focus on your breath. Close your eyes, place your hands in abiding mudra on your thigh or any other gesture with the hands. Come into your yana mudra, interlacing your index finger onto your thumbs. And just sit up very tall. Allow yourself to arrive here on the mat in the present moment. Lengthen and deepen your breath a little bit. Maybe find some gratefulness to be on the mat, to give yourself that gift. Your time. Take 2 more breaths. Sit up very tall. And then bring your hands to the heart and set an intention for your practice, slightly above your head. Anything you need from your practice. Remember, this is a gift for you. You are giving yourself a gift, the gift of yoga. Then release your hands and grab your belt and take your belt a little bit more than shoulder width apart. And I always grab actually the belt buckle so it doesn't make a noise back and forth. I align the knuckles with my shoulders, with my elbows, and pull the belt apart. So keep the belt taut at all times. Inhale, lift the belt up. And exhale, take your belt behind you. I've actually widened the belt here a little bit. Inhale, lift the belt back up. And exhale to the front. Keep the belt taut. And inhale again, lifting up. And exhale, take the belt behind you. Keep it taut. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. If you have to bend your elbows, bend your elbows. It's all good. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. We do it one more time, and we pause. Inhale here. Exhale, and pause right here where it is the deepest stretch. Smile at yourself. All right, inhale, lift back up. And we keep it back up and do a side bend here. So take your right hand down I take my hand all the way down and reach the left hand towards the ceiling, and then draw the left sit bone back down to the mat. Draw the back of the skull back, lift the gaze. Draw the right shoulder hip back. And inhale, come back up. And exhale slowly to the other side. And lift that right arm up. Keep rooting down through the right sit bone. And inhale again, lift back up. And we do it again to the right, but don't go all the way down. So you're taking that hand down, but you pull the left hand so far up. And inhale, rise up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, take your belt in the front. Okay, and then release the belt. Take it to the side. Come up onto your hands and knees. Take your knees wide and your big toes together and come into a child's pose here. Start by reaching your hands forward, as far forward as you can, but then press your sit bones back. So I push my hands forward into the mat, widen the upper back, draw the triceps down, the biceps lift alongside the ears, so my arms are really straight and active. I lift the wrists up, I root down through the palms, especially the thumb and index finger, the root of the thumb and index finger. I lost my words there for a moment. And then bend your elbows, walk your hands together, interlace your fingers, keep your arms straight, bend your elbows behind you, behind the head, and then walk your elbows a little bit more forward, and again press the sit bones back. You may experience a deep stretch going from your elbows all the way down to your waistline, or to your inner arms. Take a few breaths here. And then take your hands forward again and interlace your hands a different way. So just shift your fingers and again take your hands behind you. Maybe you can walk your elbows a little bit more forward. One more breath. And then straighten your arms again. And separate your hands, shoulder width apart, spread your fingers. Again, root down through the base of your thumb and index finger, shifting forward. Curl the toes under. Lift up and back, come into a downward facing dog. Bend your knees first, lengthening your torso. And if you can keep the length in your upper body, straighten the legs and release your heels towards the mat. And as I always say, the heels don't have to touch. It's just the action. And you can always keep your knees bent if you need to. You can stay in child's pose if you need to. Inhale, shift forward into a plank position here. Shift all the way forward, lower the knees if needed, elbows in, lower to the heights of your elbows, and slowly all the way down to the mat. Uncurl your toes. Keep your feet together, interlace your hands behind the back, and reach your knuckles towards the heels. And exhale, release back down. Take your hands by your side and stack your wrists underneath the elbows. If you are a woman, take your feet wide. If you're a man, keep your feet together. Inhale, lift up to a low cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale down. One more, inhale and exhale. Take your fingertips out to the side. We go a little bit a higher cobra. Shoulder heads move back. Lift up a little bit higher. And exhale, release back down. Bring your feet together. Curl the toes under. Press yourself onto your knees. All the way back into a modified child's pose. And from there, lift up and back into downward facing dog. Keep your breath long. Inhale, lift the gaze, and exhale, walk your feet forward with as many steps as you need. Come halfway up, lengthen, broaden your collarbones. Exhale and fold. Inhale, press down into your feet, slightly bend your knees, rise up with a straight spine. And exhale, hands to the heart. All right, let's do 2 sun salutation A together. Roll the shoulder heads back, stand up very tall, top of the thigh bones back. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. With the exhalation, folding forward, leading with the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale and fold. Plant your hands, bend your knees, step your right leg back, lift the gaze, step your left leg back. Shift forward, lower to the heights of your elbows. Inhale, uncurl the toes, lift up to an upward dog. Inner thigh lift, kneecaps lift. Shoulder heads move back, and exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift and spread your toes. Keep lengthening your torso. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, step or hop lightly forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left leg back, right leg back. Shift forward, lower to the heights of your elbows. Inhale, lift up to an upward dog. Broaden your collarbones. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up the gaze. Exhale, all the way out. Bend your knees, step or hop. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Okay, and then step your feet wide. Come on to the tippy toes of your right foot. Take it out to the side. Take your left heel slightly back. Have heel and arch alignment. Bend your front knee. Rotate the chest open. Arms up by your side. Relax your upper shoulders. Anchor your tailbone down. And we move a little bit. Inhale, straighten the leg, take your hands towards the sky. Exhale, out to the side. Imagine you're pressing down into something. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale down. From here, we take the arms forward, cross the right arm above your left, come into Garudasana arms. Lift the elbows shoulder height, release your shoulders down the back, and take your forearms, press them forward. Maybe lifting the gaze towards the hands. If this is not possible, maybe you can take the back of the hands together, hold on to your thumb. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Release your hands out to the side. And tilt your pelvis. So draw the right outer hip back, reach forward with the right hand. Lower the right hand onto your right leg or behind the right leg onto a block. Left hand towards the ceiling. Draw both shoulder heads back, so make sure that the arm doesn't go back, the hand doesn't go back, and the shoulder forward. So broaden your collarbones here. And exhale, take your gaze down. And take your left hand down, walk your hands to the center and square your feet. Come halfway up, lengthen. Take your hands into your hip creases, slightly bend your knees and come all the way up. Turn your left foot out to the left side, right heel back. Bend your front knee. Align your heart on top of your pelvis. Draw the top of the right side bone back. Lengthen the inner groins on your left leg, arms up by your side. Again, feel like kind of you're pressing down into something. Relaxing your upper shoulders here. Relax your neck. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale and bend your knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, bend your knee. Take your hands forward, cross your left arm above your right. Cross them one more time. Lift the elbows shoulder height and press your forearms forward. Lift the gaze towards the hands. And breathe. Widen your shoulder blades. Stretch your upper back. Relax your shoulders down the back. But lift the elbows. And very slowly release your arms. Straighten your front leg, the left leg, and draw the left outer hip back as you reach forward with the left hand. Lower the left hand onto your leg or behind the leg, right hand towards the ceiling. Both shoulder heads need to move back. Broaden your collarbones. And slowly exhale, lower the right hand down and walk your hands over to the right side. Inhale, halfway. Take your thumbs into your hip creases, slightly bend your knees, rise up with a straight spine. Take your hands behind you. Interlace your right thumb above your left. Shoulder heads move back, straighten your arms. With the exhalation, come into a forward fold in Prasarita Padottanasana. Let the head go, take your knuckles towards the ceiling. Again here, the shoulder heads want to go forward and down. Broaden, take them up and back. If this is too much with interlacing your hands, take your belt in between your hands and you have more freedom in your shoulders. Inhale, slowly come halfway up. Bend your elbows and come back up. Now switch the grip behind you. Again, left thumb above your right, shoulder heads back, straighten your arms. And I can actually show you the belt. If you have the belt, take that behind you and widen the arms. And again, you have more freedom in your shoulders. Hinge forward. Take your knuckles towards the ceiling. Same actions as before. Inhale, slightly bend your knees and come all the way up. Release your belt. Take your hands onto your hips. Step or hop your feet back together. Okay, come to the front of the mat. Root down into your feet. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. With exhalation, folding forward. Inhale halfway and exhale, fold. Bend your knees, step your feet back. You can go one more time through a vinyasa or stay in downward facing dog. Inhale, upward dog, shoulder heads move back. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, and exhale, lower the knees down to the mat. Take your knees wide, come back to a child's pose. You can bend your elbows again if you like. Take your hands behind you. And then lower the hands and come into a seat. Take your legs wide, not as wide as we do in Konasana. Take your right hand underneath your right leg and bring it in. From here, we rotate the chest towards the bent knee and lean over to the left side. You can take your elbow to the instep of your left leg. You can take a block here. You can grab the big toe if you like. Rotate the chest open. Take your right hand towards the ceiling and maybe over your right ear. And slowly inhale, bring your right arm back up and all the way up. Rotate the chest back and straighten that leg forward. And then bend your left knee, take your left knee in, lower the foot. And rotate the chest towards the bent knee. And then lean the right rib cage over your right leg. Take your elbow to the inside. Grab your big toe. Take your left hand towards the ceiling. And then maybe take it over your left ear. And slowly inhale, left arm up, press down and come back up. Come back to the center. Straighten the left leg forward. Shake out your legs a little bit. Okay, and then bend your knees. Take your sit bones a little bit forward. Take your hands behind you. Fingertips are facing forward. If this is not good for your wrists, you can also take your hands backwards. Okay. I take them fingertips forward, roll the shoulder heads back, straighten the arms and puff up your chest. So broaden your collarbones, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. You can stay right here, or if you like, lift the pelvis up, let the head go back, and slowly come back down. And again, lifting up. And exhale, come back down. Purvottanasana. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. One more inhale. And exhale. And release that. We come forward onto our hands and knees. Bend the elbows, interlace your fingers here, and allow your elbows to be directly underneath your shoulders. Curl the toes under, we come into Dolphin Pose. Walk your feet a little bit closer. Push down into your forearms, lengthening your torso. Maybe taking one leg towards the sky. Make sure you're not shifting forward. Exhale, lower that foot back down. Left leg rises. Keep pushing your forearms into the mat. Exhale, lower it down. Take 3 more breaths here. And then walk your feet back. And lower all the way down to the mat. Another shoulder opener. Take your right arm out to the side. And roll over to the right side. Stack your pelvis. Or take your left foot behind you. Push your left fingertips into the mat and only go so far that your shoulder is not overstretching. So be gentle here, be kind to yourself. And inhale, come back to the center. And we go over to the other side. Take the left arm out to the side, roll over to the left, take your right foot behind you, press your right fingertips down. Slowly inhale, come back to the center. Lay onto your belly for a moment. Take your hands forward, sway your hips from side to side. And then press yourself back onto your knees. Cross your ankles behind you and step back. Lower all the way down to the mat. Bring your knees into the chest. Take your arms up by your side. And then take your hips a little bit over to the right side and your knees to the left. Left hand onto your right knee. Take your right arm out to the right side. Inhale, come back to the center. And recenter your pelvis and take it over to the left side, knees over to the right. Take your right hand onto your knees, left arm, left shoulder over to the left, Turn your gaze over to the left. And inhale, come back to the center. Center your pelvis, knees into the chest, massage your lower back. And then allow yourself a few minutes in Javasana. Straighten your legs. Support the knees if you like, or support the head. Take your hands by your side, palms facing up. Take a deep breath. And exhale, let it go. Relaxing your physical body. Surrender completely. You can stay here as long as you like, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Give yourself that gift. Feeling the body releasing. Drop all your thoughts to the back of the skull and let go. You can stop the video if you like. If you're ready to come out, move your fingers, your toes a little bit. Reach your arms overhead, stretch. Stretch yourself from your heels through the fingertips. And then bend your knees. Roll over to the right side. With the strength of your upper hand, press yourself up into a seat. Cross your legs. Sit up very tall. Bring your hands to the heart in gratitude for yourself. Gratitude for your practice. Maybe simply just for a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Please sign up for my channel and press the like button for this video. If you have any comments, if you have anything to say or ask, please write in the comments below. I will answer. Thank you.